Well, what do you think of the pre-All-Star break schedule? How you guys came through it, considering all the injuries and everything?
It's hard to assess, because we haven't had a full-strength team all season, so it's hard to say. Hopefully we can just use this break to get some guys back. Hopefully get Memo back, get Hump back, get Jordan back. Be semi-full strength.
Is it a weird feeling out there? Because Dwight gets the biggest ovation in the pregame stuff, and
it's so weird. I was so jealous. Might not re-sign him because of that.
Deron, for you, when you're playing one of your friends, does that make you want to beat them more than anybody else, or doesn't matter? You're just trying to get them.
Yeah, I just want to beat everybody. It doesn't matter who it is. I'm a competitor, so I want to win. Anytime you step on the court.
How much is a guy like that? Did he kind of dictate what you guys were able to do or even wanted to do going on?
What are you talking about, Emo?
Yeah, he's just the type of player. Anytime you go to the basket, you're aware of where he's at, or you're thinking about is he, around the corner. Just the kind of impact he has on the defensive end. He's always, if he's not blocking shots, he's altering them, changing them. Like I said, making you think about it.
A couple dunks he had, I think the rim was still shaking by the time he came back down on offense. Just the strength of this guy.
Yes, it's normal. We're used to that. We're used to seeing those type of dunks from him. That's what he's known for. But he's definitely worked on his game and has a nice jump hook and added some post moves in there. If he could just hit his free throws, he'd average 40.
Did you think you had a shot in the third when you cut it to 10?
Yeah, I thought we did. We were mounting the comeback. Looked like the momentum swung our way, and then we just kind of, didn't do anything from there.
The beginning got to you, being down.
Yeah. I thought it was, a tough guard for Sheldon guarding Anderson. I think that's a tough matchup for him. He's more of a power player. He's guarding the bigger guys. And, kind of took us out of things.
Come support you then.
But the first quarter definitely hurt us. Slow starts. It's been something we've been known for. The first half of the season, we had to find a way to correct those. After the break.
Deron, what did Brook look like to you in his second game? How did he look?
He played all right. I thought he played a little bit better. Got his legs under him a little bit more. His touch back. Like I said, it's going to take him some time. He's not going to just come back from an injury like that and just give you 20 and 10 every night. It's a process.
I know it's not the result you guys wanted tonight, but positive looking forward to the second half of the season. You guys are going to start with full strength roster. That's what we're feeling.
Yep. That's what I talked about. Start. We haven't had a full roster this whole season. We're not going to. We got two of our guys are out for the season, and then Sean is out for a while too. So. We are happy to hopefully get Chris back. We have Brook back, get Memo back, get Jordan back, and then we'll be a better team.
What do you think is the potential for a team if all things come together the way you expect them to?
We got to try to make a playoff push. We're not too far back in the East. All right, boy, take it easy, man. Yep. We're not too far back, from the playoffs, so it's not over. And hopefully we realize that and make a little push. We have to play better at home. Right. We have 10 games in March at home, so we have to find a way to win at home, get some energy. Even though there's not a lot of energy in the arena, we got to make our own energy.
Are you getting a sense of what the team can be like once Brook is fully healthy and integrated?
Not yet. It's only been 2 games. And like I said, it's not the Brook we're used to yet, and he'll be back soon. So hopefully this break's good for him too. I know he's going to work out and be ready to go.
With all the minutes that you've played, you're now going down to the All-Star weekend. Is rest going to be a problem for you down there? Are you going to be able to get some rest in between what you got to do?
There's a lot of stuff you got to do, but it's not, it's not strenuous. And the All-Star game practice is just mainly for the fans, just out there having fun. It's light. The game is, semi-strenuous, but not really. And then the skills challenge is just fun. But I'm going to try to beat my record, so we'll go hard.
We're trying to beat yourself.
That's how it is.
Is you one of those guys that if you're playing checkers or something, you want to win?
Everything.
What kind of chances are you giving Anthony in the three-point contest?
Early favorites. Got to be a favorite. This is built for him. As long as he knows how to get off the rack, he'll be all right.
Where did you get a chance to have dinner with Aaron?
Oh, no.
It seemed like you talked to each other during the game. Would you say to him?
Stop scoring.
I know you're focused on what you're doing out there, but is Deron a special player? He caught fire tonight.
Yeah, Deron is a special player. He can score. He's tough to guard. Quick. He knows how to turn it on when he has to.
Two more. I got to do the shooting.
Do you see, when you look at this Nets team, do you see potential? No, I'm not talking for you, but as a team, you know, your opponent came and look at your opponent and say, okay.
Last one. What do you think of the Magic in this team? I mean, you guys have gotten off to a pretty good start.
Playing great basketball right now. I want to say we're third in the East.
Jack.
And I think that's great. I think we just got to keep it up, stay humble, stay focused, and continue to push. We're in a good position. We don't want to lose that position. We're heading into the playoffs. These last couple of games have been crucial for our team. We're 6 out of 7, which is great for us. We just got to keep the momentum going until All-Star break. Get a good momentum tomorrow. Try to get some rest, even though All-Star games in our city. Come back second half and have a better second half than we had in the first half. So we're looking forward to it. That's the talk around the locker room is having a great second half of the season, making a push towards the championship.
Thanks. Is this group that can contend for a championship?
No doubt.
Thank you.
Look, you like you got a little bit more rhythm going earlier.
Yeah, I definitely did. You know, and I got to attribute that to my teammates. Just give me the ball where I can score. But I was just trying to get out there and run. I'm trying to get back into game shape. And there's no better player in the league to go against Dwight, because he runs the floor constantly.
One of those baskets you go into dunk, and it didn't quite get it, but you get the putback, you kind of had a little smile.
I'd like to think I'd normally get that, but once I get my legs under me, I think I'll be all right.
How difficult was this game for you, just with everything surrounding it and seeing signs here or there or whatever?
It was interesting. It was definitely exciting. It brought a great atmosphere to the game, and I think helped give us some energy.
Does any of this hurt your feelings?
I don't have any feelings. I'm a basketball player.
They were chanting "We want Brook in Orlando."
Really? It must have been.
Seriously, is there almost a point to prove or anything like that?
No, I'm just worried about getting into game shape, and back into the flow of the game where my teammates can trust me with the ball, and trust that I have their backs defensively.
You said that this would be a good test for you.
Yeah.
How you feel you did?
I got up and down a lot, I was able to coax some more minutes out of Coach. I don't know how many I played.
About 28?
Yeah, I was going to say 28 too. All right, good. But yeah, it felt good to be out there. My legs weren't there the entire game. I felt myself dragging a little bit, but I just try to put that on my mind and keep going.
2 games under your belt, into the All-Star break now, a little time off. Emotionally, what's your state?
I honestly, I wish we, and this is selfish, personally, but I wish we were playing more games, because I just want to get back in game shape. I feel I'm going to try not to lose that little bit I gained from these last 2 games during the break. Doing Stairmaster, treadmill, whatever junk I have to.
How far away do you think you are?
Oh no, Avery keeps his secrets. I'm sure it's going to torture me.
You're gonna stay around here, I imagine?
Yeah.
The game itself wasn't much of a game after the first quarter.
Yeah, we made it a little bit of a game in the third quarter, but that just got away from us, And we've been talking, we just want to bring the energy that we have on the road to the home arena.
Thanks, bro.
What I wouldn't say is necessarily just the building. It stretched forwards. Guys like Ilyasova and Ryan Anderson, those guys kind of put us in the bind. And on top of it, when you have a center like Dwight Howard that's so imposing in the paint, it just puts you in the bind. And especially, on a night like tonight when we've been playing pretty good basketball, you find out basically that Humphrey's not going to be in there. So you got to go with another starting lineup. How many lineups have I started now? 17. So again, I'm praying. I was talking to somebody and I was mentioning it to Billy and even the team when I was addressing them after the game. Maybe it's too much to ask for, but I hope we can have 10 days after the break where I got all 12 or 13 of my players healthy. But maybe that's asking for too much. But we've shown some signs of life. This what I'm calling the first half of the year, especially on the road. We got to figure out how to play better at home in this building. And we got to figure out how to play better against smaller shooting forward men that spread the floor.
Deron had another big third quarter, and then you had a nice run at fourth. How were you able to just...
Man, we cut it down to 10 there for that one stretch, but, you know, kind of lost the ball 1 or 2 times, and then they scored, you know, maybe made a 3. But we battled. I changed the lineup in the beginning of the third quarter, so we went with Deshaun Stevenson at 4. So we were in such a hole, we were just trying things, and it seemed to have worked for a second. But again, this is a really good basketball team. You know, they're 22-12 for a reason. Yeah, he was really good. He was a big point of emphasis before the game. We know who he is. He's a really good jump shooter. We didn't get in his space or his face, and you know, sometimes he was matched up against one of our younger guys, and it was a good lesson for him.
What about Brook? What do you think of what you saw?
I thought, you know, he had a little bit more energy tonight. He got tired in the end, but you know, he got up 16 shots. He didn't get to the free throw line much tonight, but again, you know, 2 block shots. He'll probably need to rebound a little bit more, but he just doesn't have his lift yet. There were times in the paint where guys just kind of jumped over him a little bit, and he attempted to block the shot, but he just doesn't have his lift yet.
See, free throws, 6 and 9. How much does Dwight dictate whether guys want to get in the paint?
Yeah, again, we got to get in the paint. When we get in the paint against a guy that's a terrific shot blocker, our big guys got to be ready. Our guards got to make good decisions. But yeah, I told our team this morning, this is one of those games, you know, where, you know, if you're ready for the All-Star break too soon, it's going to show in your energy. And the team that's, you know, the most focused and intense and energized is going to have a chance to win. And, you know, we just didn't quite have our same energy. So, but again, I told our team, we've had some really good positive things happen to us this year through all of the injury adversity that we've been through. And hopefully we'll be ready for that practice in Dallas on Monday and continue with our road kill.
Avery, you talked about wanting to be healthy for 10 straight days. What do you think the ceiling is for this team if you are healthy? What kind of expectations?
I think it's an unknown. I think it's an unknown. We've shown flashes. I like to see us play really good on both ends with Brook in the lineup. We haven't done that yet. So again, I think, you know, we could have really solid expectations based on our roster, but it remains to be seen.
You talked also, I know a lot last year, all the trade talk with Carmelo and such, and eventually that wore on your team. Do you think that this year that stuff would wear on this team as well?
There's always a possibility. Our guys are human, and if the trade rumors and all of this talk, you know, get to a feverish pitch like it was last year for 2 straight weeks, you never know. At least some of our guys have been through it before.
Coach, Andre Emmett didn't play a lot these last 2 games, but he got big minutes in the 4th. As a 10-day guy yourself at one time, was this sort of the last hurrah, perhaps, or was your intention?
Well, the main thing is we knew it was the last day of his 10-day, and we wanted to get him some minutes if we could. The kid's been great. We obviously will make a decision there, but the kid plays hard. He was really good in the D-League. But, you know, we're in a situation where we're just, you know, looking at, you know, what makes the most sense for us. But great attitude, very professional, and, you know, obviously with his first 10-day expiring, you know, we'll have to make a decision.
Okay, thank you.